Well, now we're streaming. Sorry. Hello, good evening, drivers. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty earlier. We're streaming to YouTube. It decided to die on us, so it took a little minute. So hopefully y'all came back and are seeing it now. We apologize for the delay. This is our first broadcast, my first broadcast. Welcome to the first ever racingcockpits.com Pacific Cup by Camber and Caster, streaming to you live from here at Camber and Caster. This is your GT3 tour of the U.S. West Coast. Tonight we are kicking off round one in Portland at Portland International Raceway. Really excited to get this league going. It's been a lot of work to get it set up. We've got a bunch of great drivers lined up, a bunch of different cars. It's going to be really exciting. Definitely go follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our stream there. We're on all the socials, Camber and Caster, Camber X Caster, other places. Follow our sponsors, racingcockpits.com. They're also on Instagram and YouTube. And if you need any new sim racing gear, definitely check out racingcockpits.com. And if you're in San Diego, specifically Oceanside, come visit us here at Camber and Caster. We are located at 3520 Seagate Way in Oceanside, and it's unit number 150. Our website is camberxcaster.com. I don't want to leave you waiting any longer. We have qualifying going right now, 20 minutes total, open track qualifying. So let's go ahead and send you all to the track, and I will meet you in the broadcast booth. All right, and I've got my co-host Damien here, who's going to be trying to co-host. You might recognize him from Nocturnal Combustion. What's up, man?
Not much, dude. Just ready. I'm excited to see some racing. This league has been talking about it the last couple weeks. We've been planning it for a while, so I'm glad to kind of see it come to fruition. It's good to see names filling out the timing tree, and looks like these guys are ready to go racing, man. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. You know, I've been waiting for this one to pop up, and it's been a lot of hard work to get everything up and running. You know, kind of, I wouldn't say last minute. We got everything dialed in for today's broadcast, but you know, we're making it happen, making it all work out. So we've got qualifying going. We got another 7 minutes and 45 seconds of that. Looks like let's see if we can get our times up on the timing tree too. You can minimize YouTube there. Bear with us. We're still learning our new software. I won't mention the software's name until we make sure it works properly for us. Then we'll give them a shout out. Let's see. We're trying to get the timing up there for you guys and gals. Right now we have McNeely in first, Poisson in second, Sierra. There we go. Time's looking good. Fastest time so far is a 109.6. We've got McNeely ahead of Poisson. Poisson's only, God, what, 200s? Little over 200s behind, or under 200s behind. So it's looking good, looking close. We're looking for 110s, 111s. Got a few 112s out there. Some new drivers learning the track. This is not one that you typically see in iRacing. Underrated track, underrated course. I really wish they would use it more. I had a chance to run some test laps on this and run with some of our drivers throughout the course of the preparation for this, and I was starting to dig it, having a good time, having a lot of fun, and it's got a nice flow to it.
It's a technical track too.
Yeah.
I didn't get a lot of time on PIR, but when I didn't realize it's one of those tracks that when you look at the track map, you think, okay, there's kind of some slow corners, and there are, but a lot of those corners are deceiving. You can actually carry a lot of speed through that.
Yeah. It looks simple when you look at the track map, but it is not. Sorry, we're trying to get the cameras changing. It was working earlier. We had everything working earlier.
Promise it was working earlier.
It is not working now.
Try clicking inside of iRacing, because I think it's like behind.
Yeah, it's just staying on. So bear with us. We're learning. You're watching. We'll get it dialed. Come on. It's also not clicking on any of the drivers.
Yeah, I'm not able.
either.
Wasn't able to change the camera.
Well, we were optimistic that this was going to be is it still on scenic? So that's controlling it.
Yeah. So now see, okay, so hit spacebar on here. I think iRacing just needs to have the property screen. So click it, spacebar. Now we can take a look at who we still have the McNeely.
Yeah, right now McNeely is up in front. It's the fastest time of the session at a 109.4. That's faster than is it?
Yeah, it's inside. Try to hide it and click out.
So now it's
There we go.
Now click it.
So we got TV3.
There we go. All right,
There you
look
go.
at that.
Look
We're
at that.
learning
We
things.
got this, guys.
We're learning things. Soon we'll be replacing the Fox Sports guys.
Right.
We're gonna get that.
With some time.
Maybe NASCAR. I don't know. I want to watch NASCAR.
So you just did a track guide on here
Yeah.
the other day. What can you tell us about, because like I said, I haven't done many laps, so what can you tell us about PIR and the times that you were doing the other day, looking at their times? You know, kind of walk us through kind of how fast these guys are going on this track.
Well, it seems like they've got it figured out. 'Cause, you know, I spent a little bit of time learning this track on my own, and there really weren't any track guides. Like I said, it's an underutilized track. Not a lot of cars have done, you know, a series have done GT3 on it. At least anytime locally. It's an older track. So I had to kind of go out there blind and learn it on my own. And I got down to, I think, a 109.6 in the lap guide, which was pretty quick for me. It took me a while to get there. I would say the trickiest section is going to be the chicane at the beginning of the course. There's a lot of time to be gained there if you set it up right, because you're going to get out there onto turn 3 and 4 and into
Right.
the double apex. I think the double apex is at 5 and 6 is deceptively tricky. You know, it's almost a triple apex, and you got to give it a little bit of brake,
Right.
give it a little bit of rotation, and get it going. Let's keep our eyes on Lewis, and what I'll do is I'll kind of walk the audience through. We've got a couple minutes. We'll get Lewis's last lap in there and give you a little bit of taste of what it's like to get around PIR. Go do bar checks on that.
Okay.
And you know, the other big important section is what he's jumping into here is his last sequence of corners. What is that track on the, what is it, 13,
Something like that. Yeah, back down to the track.
And so setting this up here, another, like, you treat it like a double apex. You really got to enter that last corner just right. You want to roll that curve and get a good exit, but it's also, you're flying towards a wall. And if you get it wrong, you're quickly there's 2 different pit exits. Here you're hitting the 400-meter board. You're wanting to cut that apex. It could take a little bit there, a little bit of curve there. He's almost right, so he's got some time he can find him. So I'm seeing where we can find him some more time. Here it's just light brake. You know, you're gonna push it through this section of corners, and you're just working that throttle and setting up for this corner here. It's another deceptive one into what I'd say is one of the more tricky corners on the track. I think it's turn 7, 8. There's not really a good braking marker, at least not in it. So apparently in the track, they have a nice painted line there that it's used as the braking marker. So you get a little bit of advantage when driving this track in real life. Now these are all tracks that you can drive in real life. Portland is one of these unique ones. You don't see this really anywhere else. Oh, there's some tire marks going off into the wall. Someone had an incident. That'll have to go into our highlights. Yeah, we're still on replay. seconds left to go. Lewis is going to get one more lap in. Let's go ahead and look at some of our other drivers. Let's see who's putting in some good lap times. Let's switch back to TV.
Okay.
Just do TV next. So that's one. We'll just keep that one. Who we got? Nathan. Is that Nathan?
It is Nathan.
It is Nathan. Was running the BMW. Looking good out there. And again, thank you to our title sponsor, RacingCockpits.com. We run their chassis here at the shop. Absolutely phenomenal gear. If you're looking for a racing chassis or anything else, they've got seats, they've got other peripherals. You can buy motion platforms, monitor stands, all that good stuff. And it's really quality.
Wow, McNeely is just getting faster and faster, actually. Just dropped a 9.3.
He may be the one to look out for this season. We don't have everyone's I ratings. We'll dive into everyone's history and everyone's skills throughout the season as things unfold and we get to know everybody. This is race 1.
So we do have McNeely at a 4,400 skill rating.
Oh, we do have the I rating.
We do have the I rating, and we have
the highest rating.
I do believe so. We have I ratings that are spanning from 11 to 1,300 all the way up to the 4.5K mark. Just about.
All right. So
also
we've got a good range in there. So far, everyone's done really well, and that's qualified. So let everybody wrap up, give me a chance to swap on over. So this is going to be a 40-minute race, and all of our races this season are going to start 1 hour before sunset. So you're going to get that nice golden hour glow, and it's just going to start to get really dark by the time the race is over. Falls in line with our Nocturnal Combustion podcast. If you haven't listened to that, go find that everywhere you can. Well, we're in a couple places. We're on Spotify, and we're on Apple Podcasts doing the podcasting. And now we've got weather conditions. 69 degrees, nice. 70 track temp, cloudy, low wind, 50% humidity. It's a little wet, but I mean, that's Oregon. Oregon's gonna be wet. You can't get away from that.
It's gonna stay wet.
There's a lot of moisture out there.
It is. There is. I have been to Oregon once. I went to Portland, and I was there for a week and a half, and I think it rained for like 8 days of that week and a half. So,
great.
Yeah.
Great.
Didn't get to see the track though.
Yeah, I was out there for 4 years, and I was into some other stuff.
Right.
It's doing that thing again. So you just have to click over here.
I think it's...
Click on this. I'm going to change that camera. Sorry, everybody.
This one?
No. Click that.
This?
Yeah. And then go to most exciting. And now trying to change it.
There we go. So we've got... Here we go. Now, what do you think the best...
Okay, so everyone's gridding up. We'll work on a graphic for this.
We will.
What was the order? We got Jonathan. Can you open that? There we go. Who's in first?
So it should be...
Shea McNeely is in first. We got Jonathan Poisson. If I'm mispronouncing your name, please forgive me and let me know. Javier Sierra in third. Austin Shobi in fourth. Lewis Holloway in fifth. Taylor Jacobs in sixth. Sergio Orestes in seventh. Amethyst Reese in eighth. Rick Mogstad in ninth. Nathan Rondot in 10th. Ryan Lindsay in 11th. Nathan West in 12th. Victor De Guzman in 13th. Adrian Gutierrez in 14th. I am on the timing sheets because I'm logged into the race, but I'm not 15th. Joe Talaga is in 15th. So, rolling start behind the old BMW M2.
That is the old BMW.
I just
noticed that.
We'll switch the car every time if we can get it.
We got to get the truck in there.
Yeah, we'll get the truck in there. Maybe for pretty
decently cool track here. The drivers
it should be ideal condition.
Warming their tires up.
Ideal sunset condition.
And you know something I've noticed about this track that I'm just now seeing now that we see these guys gridded, and it's kind of a skinny track. There's not a whole lot of room to move around there.
It is narrow. It is
a Spa or a Monza or one of these bigger tracks.
So it's going to be challenging. And some of these sections, I think it's 4, 5, 5, 6, where they're warming up through right now, going off track is dirty, dusty, full of marbles. There's going to be some cars slipping. I think we're going to see some carnage. Hopefully not too much. They will have fast repairs, but damage is on. No safety here, no safety nets other than they get ideal track conditions for Season 1. Now Season 2, which we should have in September, maybe we'll switch things up and have some change in track conditions. But you know what? We wanted to give everybody
absolutely
ideal because you and I are preparing for Spa 24 this weekend.
Yep.
And it's going to be raining.
It is, and it's just getting worse and worse actually.
And a lot of tracks are manageable in the rain. For whatever reason, Spa is just greasy beyond greasy. It is real tricky. Going up through Eau Rouge on a wet course is terrifying, and it's a 24-hour race. The biggest thing you need to do if you're out there and you've never done a 24-hour race, either real life or an iRacing or whatever, is survival. Surviving and having a clean race can do so much for your results. We saw it here at the real Spa 24 a few weeks ago. Lion Speed had to change their engine, had to start from the pit, went out and won it. All right, the pace car should be coming in here this lap, and the race will be underway. 40 minutes of PIR in GT3s. This is the RacingCockpits.com. Good start from everybody. No damage so far.
Looks like everybody stayed clean all the way down into T1.
Yeah, McNeely's up front. The challenge here is everyone's going to be squeezing through the chicane. Can they keep it clean? When I'm coaching and teaching people, one of the most important things I teach is patience. We have someone starting from the pits. I'm not sure what happened there, but so far so good. With any race, whether it's an endurance race or a sprint race like we have here, patience is key. You're not going to win it on the first lap, but you can lose it on the first lap. You can lose it on the first lap. You know what they say, smooth is fast. You got to keep it smooth.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're taking a look at Lewis here, who I think I noticed.
Oh, we just lost. We lost the car. Who was that?
That was Mr. Lindsay here, Ryan Lindsay.
Oh,
spun out. What was that, turn 4, turn 5, I think?
That was one of those sections where if you go offline, you're going to have real dusty, not grippy track, and he's kept it out of the wall. Kept it out of the wall, kept it going. Good job, Ryan. You're going to survive to race another day. Right now, we're watching Amethyst Reese. She is our only female driver of today's session. We have another one signed up. I think she had a little bit of a scheduling conflict. Hopefully, we can see her.
Something's happened to Lewis as well. Sorry to cut you off. I was just getting ready to talk to him. I think he started in 5th, and he had dropped down to 8th by T2 or T3, and now it looks like he's
in the pits.
He's in the pits.
He's got damage. He's got a fast repair, so hopefully he can come back from that.
And it looks like right now we've got less than 2 seconds between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place, so the pack is staying pretty tight. I mean, we're within a couple of seconds all the way down to 5th or 6th place. So
not a bad start.
Not a bad start at all.
A little bit of chaos, but that is to be expected. We'll have to put that into the highlight reel so you can all see what happened there again. Bear with us. We haven't quite figured out the replay mode of this graphics software. We'll figure it out.
We got Sergio Orestes. He's in the Acura NSX. So it looks like there's a little bit of a gap that's starting to grow between 5th and 6th place. And Sergio here is going to be leading that back of the field here in 6th place. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We'll have to see if he can close that gap.
He's flashing. We got a flasher. Hopefully his internet doesn't do him dirty. Jonathan Poisson just hit the fastest lap of the race, a 10 point something. Looks like we're missing a timing tree.
Oh, did we lose the timing tree?
It's not showing.
Here, let's do this and let's see if it comes back. There we go.
There we are.
I think we're learning, everybody. Growing pains. I think we needed. Was that there at the beginning of the race? I think we needed to reset it.
It looks like we needed to reset.
Yeah. But we've got it now.
Do we have splits? Can we throw the splits onto that?
We can show splits, I do believe. We'll take the fastest lap off, and we will go to gap. And this will be your total gap to first place. And here are your intervals.
There we go. We got some intervals now. Everyone's keeping it pretty tight right now. Poisson is only 1.1 second behind McNeely. There's still opportunity there. Our closest spot is going to be between Jacobs and Sierra. Amethyst Reese is starting to catch up to Jacobs.
Yeah, I do believe so. So let's take a look at Amethyst coming as she's closing in here, because I see the gap. The gap is closing pretty quick.
Yeah, she's closing up on the Porsche of Jacobs there, where she's also running the Acura NSX. So we've got two NSXs back to back. Not a car we normally see in competition.
No, and I've heard it's a very interesting drive. The car's quick, the car's fun, but you kind of got to drive it a little bit differently than the other vehicles. That's what I've always heard. So, and I'm not sure what that means necessarily, but I would imagine it's probably like driving like Audi or something.
Yeah. Well, I was chatting with Sergio the other day, and he was saying he was starting to get some performance out of it by doing some setups. And it's probably one of those cars it's pretty well ignored. It's no longer racing in IMSA, so I don't know if iRacing is going to give it much more love. But it's good to see it here. It's good to see the mix of cars we have. Lately, the meta's been Mustangs. But we've got Mustangs, we got Audis, we got Porsches, we got Acuras, I got a BMW, and we got a Chevrolet, and we got two Mustangs out there. Good representation from every country that's building GT3 cars.
Let's see, taking a look at Lewis Holloway, I'm sorry, he did make it back out on track, and I think that we lost, who was that? I think it was Shobi. Was it Shobi had also went off in the Ferrari in the beginning? Who was that?
Yeah, it looks like, who was there? Was it
Ryan Lindsay? I think it was Lindsay.
Right.
It was Ryan. Ryan has made his way back on the track too. Not sure if he ever had to take a pit, but he's currently going to be about 1 second behind Rick Mogstag in 11th place.
It looks like Nathan Rondeau must have had some damage. He's 14 seconds back of the pack, but not a lap down. On the lead lap there. So doing good, getting out there, getting his feet wet, learning the track. I don't know how much time he's been able to put in this. This is a lot of drivers' first time seeing this track and car combination. So we'll have to go back and check the highlights for that. Good looking livery. He's one of those ones that's he's one of the people out there that makes their own liveries and does a really great job on it.
All right, and I am noticing that the gap between Orestes and Reese just keeps growing. It was at about 3 seconds, but in the last lap or so, we're at about 3.5 second gap. So that gap between the front of the field and the back of the field is actually growing a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how those two battles, those two packs develop throughout the race. Maybe we see that gap close up. Maybe we don't. Maybe we get two different packs with some racing going on in each one.
I mean, it looks like everyone's settling. The gaps are pretty well holding. I mean, no one's really taken off other than the gap between Sergio and Amethyst there is kind of opened up. I think the closest battle we have now is going to be Adrian and Victor. Yeah, there we go. Victor in his big heads livery. And then we got Adrian in the meant to be driven livery. A couple of local guys here in San Diego. Great to have them join us. Victor runs a league that we've run in, the San Diego iRacing League.
Oh, that's
a fun series.
Okay, cool. It's good to put a name with a league, I guess. I've never seen his face.
Yeah, so we've gone to race his league, and he's out here racing with us. Good to see Victor out here. We got another fast lap from Jonathan Poisson, 109 on that one. We're starting to see some 109s break out. I think there's a 108 in these laps. I was starting to get quick in this car.
I think so too. I mean, we saw a 109.2 or a 109.3 out of McNeely coming out of qualifying. So some of these guys, the front of the pack is pretty broken up. These guys have space to drive. Like we said, the track is relatively optimal. So we could see some pretty quick times, especially as the car starts getting lighter and lighter as they burn through this field.
And it's going to cool down as the sun sets. They're no longer going to have the sun in their eyes, which is good because I know going down the start-finish straight in Portland, the way the sun sets, it is right there. It is hard to see. You're really having to squint to find your braking markers, trying to find that 400 meter point. 350. It is meter.
I think it is meter. Well, I don't know. We're in Portland, so it might be yards. Who knows?
Yards.
Something I did notice, Joe Talga, it looks like maybe a disconnection issue or something, sitting in last place and now 2 laps down. So I think we might have lost a driver, whether that is...
You don't like to see that.
You don't.
You don't like to see that. And that's one of the risks. There's not many risks in sim racing. Losing your connection is one of those risks.
Yeah.
So, Joe, hopefully he can pop back in, and we'll help him figure his setup out. Maybe there's something we can do, turn it off and on again, some IT stuff we can get squared away.
So far, it's a good race, though.
It is.
Stay clean.
It's been exciting.
We had a car go off track, but I don't think that was from foul play or anything like that.
Oh, we just lost the camera again. Can you get back to TV?
Oh, it's because we went to Scenic. How did we do that?
Oh, because we lost Joe.
Oh, that's why, yeah. So I was trying to go to Lewis Holiday. It actually looks like Lewis has made a position on Shobi here. I'm not sure when or how that happened.
He went right into the pits, which is at the end of the lap, and that fast repair helped him out.
Oh yeah.
We're not trying to punish you too much here. We got damage on. We'll give you fast repair.
So talking about fast repairs, do you want to go ahead and kind of talk over a little bit of some of the stipulations that the series has? So we're not doing.
So we've got damage on.
Damage is going to be on.
We do allow all the assists. So if someone is really struggling to learn the track, they can turn the track line on, get a little help there. And other than that, it's open setup, so anyone can tune the car however they want. That was kind of important when you're allowing different cars, because some cars don't perform as well as others, and you do want a little bit of help from your setup. So that's good to have out there. In the future, we may see a single car series. We may see, maybe some BOPs out there, but we're trying to keep it fairly easy, fairly competitive. The other thing is it's always going to be an hour before sunset. Internal combustion vibe here. And then, it's GT3 cars. And again, this is a West Coast tour of USFA. We're starting things off here in Portland, PIR. Fantastic track in the middle of the city. Not something you see often. You're usually traveling to go to these races.
Oh, yeah. And I would love to go to this track just because it's kind of like, the Pacific Cup shows. It's here out on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the more prominent, more active racetracks here. So I got to get a trip. I got to make a trip up there.
Yeah. We've got Sergio starting to catch Amethyst.
This is so right now we're at about just over half a second gap. This is the closest race going on right now.
I mean, there was a 3.5 second gap at some point.
Yeah, he really closed it. And we're looking at a 4-second interval in front of Reese. So I actually think Reese slowed down, and then maybe Sergio was able to find an extra gear there somewhere.
I do like the Amethyst Reese livery. She's got the She-Ra livery going on. Of course, Sergio's running the WTCC. He is a GR86 driver in the WTCC series, and we will be out with Sergio at Grid Life.
Super excited. I'm stoked for that.
I gotta make it out there. I gotta figure out how to get out there. The headlights have come on, so it is getting darker. So the sun is setting. This is Portland. After Portland next week, next Thursday at 7 p.m. Again, every Thursday at 7 p.m. PST, that's Pacific Standard Time, is the RacingCockpits.com Pacific Cup. Pacific Cup because we go along the Pacific. So next week's going to be Sonoma in the Cup Long configuration. One of my favorite configurations. Another underrated track. We got a lot of good stuff out here on the West Coast.
We do. And as we talk about that, we notice that Lewis Holloway is closing on Rick Mogstad. Sergio and Reese are not the only ones battling now. We're looking at less than a half a second gap between these two cars, and this is going to be for 10th place. So Lewis is on a comeback drive here, so every position counts for him. He started in 5th place, immediately fell to 8th, and then I'm assuming he took damage in that process somehow. He is on a comeback drive. He's looking quick. And hopefully we'll see an overtake here soon.
I can say the Mustang is quick at this track.
Oh, yes. I think that if there were anything right now that could probably compete with it, it would probably be this Ferrari. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Acuras, they're getting close.
They are pretty.
They're getting close there.
We take a look back at that battle right now, and their gap has not opened they're still fighting very
Sergio's
much.
making a move. All right, here we go. I know Amethyst from her dossier that she gave us is a long-time driver. She does a lot of real-world track stuff I think she's up in the Bay Area.
Okay.
But yeah, Sergio put a move on her. My God, he came in, dove in there, and got around Amethyst. Now Sergio's in front of Amethyst. Is she going to bring it back?
Well, she's going to try, and we see as we hopped on the onboard, coming around the first couple corners of the track, she was really fighting that wheel. So you can tell she's trying to push the car. You can see the car sliding across the track with the slip angle. Look at it. I mean, she's really carrying a lot of speed to that corner. Both of them are.
I mean, matching hardware. I don't know about matching stuff. Oh,
she's driving it. She's driving.
But NSX on NSX. So they're going to be well matched. It's going to come down to skill. And this is a fun one. I mean, there's some good battles out there.
Absolutely.
So yes, next week we're going to have Sonoma. The week after that, we're going to have everyone's favorite, Laguna Seca. That's going to be a blast. And then from Laguna Seca, we're going to go to Willow Springs, Big Willow, another unutilized track. Just got a big makeover from some investors there. I got a chance to in the Lucky Dog series.
Was it a good time?
It was a fantastic time. We took the Camber and Caster RX-7, 82 RX-7 out there. Did some vintage door-to-door endurance racing. Was that an overtake? I was kind of looking.
No, so actually, Mr. McNeely here running quick times. His best lap right now is a 1:09.7, making his way through lapped traffic already.
Okay.
So I do believe that was Mr. Rondot.
Well, it looks like Amethyst has caught back up to Sergio. So let's take a look at that.
Let's do that. So yeah, we've got Amethyst. We got
Amethyst just goes off. Good timing. Losing some traction out there. I don't know if she's overdriving the car or got offline there to try and do a pass. Getting off the racing line here is going to be sketchy. It's a dirty track.
It is.
It is very dirty.
Especially, and you're sitting right behind another car. The racing is close.
Yeah.
It's really, really tempting
Yeah.
not to brake later, and try to overdrive the car, just get a little bit more out of the car. But you got to really be careful. Smooth is fast.
It's a deceptively technical
It is.
track. If you're watching out there and you're a sim racer and you want to try this out, we do have a drop week. You're not too late. Go to camberxcaster.com/leads to sign up today. And as part of this league, the top 3 winners of the season are going to win cash money prizes. So far, we're looking at $100 for first, $75 for second, $50 for third, and that will go up as we get more sponsors. Like our homies at racingcockpits.com do. Hit us up. Get on the stream. Get on the sponsorship bandwagon. It's going to be a good time. And yeah, I'd love to see you support these fucking racing drivers. Yeah, so after Big Willow Springs, we're going to head to Long Beach for the historic Long Beach Grand Prix, and they're going to wrap everything up in San Diego at the brand new Qualcomm circuit at Coronado Island, which I got to go check out.
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool seeing the racing on the naval base there, through going past the aircraft carrier. All right, and now we've got another battle. We got
a battle for 10th place here.
We got Shobi, Gutierrez, and Guzman.
It was a 4-way battle. I'm not sure where.
Oh, now Lewis Holloway's decided.
Yeah, they're all in there. They're all in there.
It's going back and forth. Lewis just got ahead of Adrian. He is hauled butt, man.
Yeah, Rick is running for his life right now. Both of these cars behind him fighting each other.
Oh, he's hit some curb. Oh, they're getting up on it. Lewis is looking good.
Lewis is having a great drive. Again,
Indy Camber and Caster Mustang.
There it is. That's going to be for 10th place.
That's
Lewis.
P10. Good job, Lewis. Good defense there by Shobi. Or was that Mogstad? That was Mogstad.
That was Mogstad that just got, he just got overtaken by Lewis.
Lewis is a perfect example of why you don't give up.
No, that's true.
Damage. Had to go in the pits. He is fighting his way back up there. In the Camber and Caster Ford Mustang. Beautiful livery, if you ask me.
I think McNeely is going to be the one to watch. He just set a 109.6 something last lap, and now we're at a 109.5. So he's put 2 pretty quick laps together.
Well, he's being consistent, too. He's dealing with lap traffic. He's got a 5-second gap back to Poisson. And then Javier Sierra is another 2.7, almost 3 seconds behind Poisson. So
Yep.
the next gap, it's going to be Jacobs is 5.5 seconds behind Poisson. So, I mean, unless something crazy happens, which you never know, there's still 20 minutes remaining of this race. We're not halfway through yet. Anything could happen. But McNeely is looking dominant so far, putting those gaps out there, gapping it.
He is, and riding on board with the leader McNeely right now, you can just kind of watch how in control of the wheel is, how smooth the inputs are.
That Porsche is good on this track.
It is stuck, isn't it? It's glued. All that weight in the rear, you can really, this car is really sharp. It's really pointy. You can really throw it around. So when you get in a flow, personally, when we talk about flow state, the Porsche is my favorite car to hit the flow state.
Yeah.
It really
There's
is.
Something special about it.
Yep.
It's one of the most unique cars you can drive because the only that is rear-engined, rear-wheel drive. Nothing else runs that combo. Surprisingly, I'm surprised no one else has done a rear-engine car. Yeah, a lot of mid-engines.
Yeah.
We got mid-engines, we got front engines. Someone's got to do that. Who would do that? Who's got the cojones
Well, who
to
would
go and challenge 911 Porsche for the rear engine car?
You know, the Lexus platform has been out for quite a while, 2016, I believe.
Yeah.
So imagine if Lexus came out,
Well, they're
uppercut. Do they have something coming?
it's going to be front engine again because they're replacing it with the Toyota GT.
Oh, is the Toyota GT3 replacing the Lexus?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. That thing is spectacular.
They
just did
Pardon
laps
my
with it.
language, people.
They just did laps with it the other day in Nordschleife, and man, that thing is cooking. And
Yeah.
the noise that it makes, it's going to be one of those cars, much like the Lamborghini.
Uh-huh.
I think the Porsche is like that as well, where it makes a very distinct noise. You're going to be able to hear that thing coming down the track over all the other vehicles.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So-
it's like watching the hypercars or the GTPs in IMSA, hearing the 12-cylinder Aston Martin scream through. Oh, we got another little... Oh. He was just taking
Yeah, he just took a lot of curb.
a lot of curb there. I glanced over and he was going sideways.
Yeah, he's so this is going to be Jonathan here. He's going to be in second place. His fastest lap so far has been a 1:09.9, so he's a little bit slower than McNeely, but he's able to hold the gap between him and the car behind him. It's at 6.3 seconds now. So the pack is kind of starting to spread out.
Pack is spread out. We don't have anyone super close right now. Amethyst hasn't recovered from her little off-track excursion. She's still falling behind Sergio there. But everyone's doing great, man. No one's really screwed up and put it really hard into the ball.
Well, we also just haven't had any drivers get into each other yet.
Yeah.
And that does kind of speak volumes about the grid that we have here. We know that, already in the first race of the series that these drivers are capable of getting out of that formation lap, getting a quick start. Everybody can make it through T1 together. Hopefully that continues through the series, but they did a great job of it, tonight at PIR.
No, everyone's doing fantastic, and thanks again for everybody for signing up for this inaugural racing.com Pacific Cup championship format. 6 races, 6 weeks, all to go for. And we're going to drop one race. We're going to drop the lowest score of the season. So if you don't do well here, you can come back. And if you haven't joined up yet, there's still time to join. You only miss one race. Starting next week, we'll be at Sonoma. So if you want to get on this action, join us.
And so it looks like we do have another battle potentially getting ready to show up between Mr. Victor de Guzman and Austin Shobi. This gap is at about half a second. This is going to be for 8th place. I'm currently on board with Mr. Shobi as he tries to close this gap. And right now, like we said, gap under half a second now. This is the closest race that we have on the track. Every other gap right now, Jesse's over 2 seconds. So everybody's kind of really finding their groove and they're starting to find their pace.
Oh, and there we go.
Wow,
Dove
what a
in
dive
there
on the
and
inside.
got past
They're still side by
de
side.
Guzman.
So de Guzman will he surrender that position? It looked like he was going to try to make a move
wide
there.
on that corner. That I think that's turn 7. You really have to cut that apex there.
Yeah,
to have a
and
good exit.
it looked like he wanted to go outside, but I feel like that's a tough place to hang out around that corner there.
That's where you kind of gotta play the patience game a little bit, set up that exit, and then work your way back up. Because more often than not, you're not going to make a move on a turn. You want to set up that exit,
Right.
hit them on the straight, get that better exit, get that better speed. We've got Mercedes versus Corvette does the Mercedes have the straight line speed to take down the Corvette? It looks like it's closing the gap up on the straight. It's just a matter of navigating these turns, navigating that chicane. Can he get around there, get a good exit? It looks like he did, closing that gap back up. He's not going to let Shobi run away from him that easy.
And he's doing a really good job here trying to keep up with his car. If we look at the battle for 8th place here at the bottom of our screen, we can see that there's actually a second between these two drivers' fastest time. So de Guzman is actually really, really putting forth the effort here to try to stay with Austin Shobi. Shobi is just a little bit quicker here, but, you know, the gap is still under a second and a half. Anything could still happen here. We still have a lot of racing to go.
Well, and we have Lewis starting to catch up. Now, remember, start of the race, Lewis Holloway took damage, went into the pits, got the fast repair, and is now up in the 10th place, chasing down 9th and 8th.
And I'm actually very interested in this, just the pure momentum that Holloway has had this entire race. We got a car off in front of him, so that's going to be a freebie.
That's de Guzman. That's de Guzman.
Yep.
He went a little deep there.
Yep, and I do think that could be just from him trying to put everything that he had into the car at the moment, trying to keep up with Shobi. But now the position will belong to Holloway, so let's see if he can catch up with Shobi. And as we take a look at their fastest times, it's going to be way closer. I mean, we're talking 400s between these two drivers' fastest laps. So we're hoping maybe Holloway can push up here to Shobi and we can see another battle.
Well, I think it's going to come down to the machinery. Does the Mustang have the pace that I think it does compared to the Corvette? Now, I haven't
It's looking
the
like
Corvette.
it.
I don't personally own all the GT3 cars yet. The Corvette's one. When they came out with the new C8 Corvette, a lot of mixed opinions. You know, it's no longer a Corvette. Doesn't have the front engine. I mean, it looks good. It looks good for what you're paying for it. Sometimes you can maybe mistake it for a Ferrari. Maybe that's a bad thing because it doesn't stand out. But I've heard nothing but good things about the Corvette, the working man's supercar.
And as we look at this interval between Holloway and Shobi, as Holloway's trying to close in, Jesse, that gap is closing. Just a second ago, we were at about 3.2 seconds, and the gap's starting to open back up. But Holloway was able to get that gap down to about 2.7, 2.8 within a lap or so.
He's making those gains, man.
Yep.
He's not giving up. It goes to show you don't give up. You always head down, foot to the floor, go at it, do what you got to do the work. You'll be handsomely rewarded. McNeely's taken off there, man. He's built up a 10.8 second gap now.
Looks like we got de Guzman might have taken some damage there since he's sitting in pit lane.
He should have a fast repair. Hopefully he knows how to use it. I know we had a few people had questions about the fast repair, but it should be repairing for him. Hopefully he's not taking tires.
Hopefully not.
Or fuel.
So with that overtake on de Guzman, we're sitting at a pretty stable pack here. Everybody's got a 4+ second.
Yeah.
We take a look back at Sergio, who had that overtake on Reese earlier. That gap is also opening. We're looking at 8 seconds now between Sergio and Reese.
I mean, I don't think Amethyst took damage. I think Sergio's just starting to feel a little bit less pressure behind him. Starting to smooth it out. He's out there putting in quick laps. Is Amethyst on the purple lap? Is that what I'm seeing here?
I think maybe that's what that means. We'll have to see at the end of it. See if we get a new fastest update, new fastest lap.
We're still learning the graphics.
We are.
That's what's happening.
Well, I can tell you right now the fastest lap for Amethyst is going to be a 10.698. So we'll find out here when she crosses the start-finish line. We'll see the lap time that she can put up. If she is starting to look at faster lap times, maybe we will see that gap close up a little bit. I do think that we're going to need to see...
Or is it just... Is it pulling from, like, the car color? It might be pulling from the car color.
Well, let's see. We'll go look at Sergio real quick, and we have red here. I don't know what color his car is. Let's take a look. It is...
Black and white.
It's black and white. Just random colors, folks. That's okay.
All right.
We're down with it.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. It's just purple.
Yep.
But it matches Amazon's Shiro car, which is cool.
And speaking of Mr. Sergio here, I think this is actually lapped traffic. He's still got a 4.5 second interval in front of him, so I don't believe this car in front of him.
Yeah, I think that's Nathan Rondo. He had some sort of incident to begin at the start of this race, so he's getting lapped there. Joe Talag is still out. I guess his internet, something happened. We'll have to find out after the race. to see what happened with Joe.
Something interesting that I'm noticing, we've got first place running 9.5s. We've got third place running 9.9s. Javi here's running a 10.1 on his best lap. So I'm wondering maybe if we'll see a gap close there, but I don't think so. We got
11 minutes 45 seconds to go. I don't think that's enough time.
Poisson, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but there's a 3.5 second gap. I think there's a little bit of time here looking at their lap time differences.
Oh, do you think you can catch second?
We can pull this up.
Catch first?
Well, I don't think he'll catch first, but I could be wrong. Maybe he will. So
we just lost a car.
We lost
that.
That is Jonathan. That is going to be third place, and as the gap closes, Jacobs is going to take that position over. Is he going to lose another spot? Gap still closing. Sergio about a second and a half behind. A second. There he goes into the frame.
Could be another place. He's holding on to fourth right now. I think he may lose fourth, and we're going to get some nice battles there. He's coming back off track. He's going to have dirty tires. He's going to have grass and dirt and everything there. He's not going to have good grip. I don't know what happened. I don't know if his tires are starting to go or what. I know that he originally picked the Lambo to race this season, and he was messing around on one of our practice sessions, I think last night, and decided he liked the R8, took a chance with it. Now I will allow everybody one car change. Oh, they're coming close there. Oh my God. Let's get that. There we go. We got 3 cars back to back. We've got Jonathan Rondo back there trying to make up some spaces. Oh, and yep. I think we got some damage there on Poisson. He's going in there. Hopefully he can get his fast repair going, not lose too much time. Get back out there. Don't take tires. Don't take gas. You've got enough in there, man. So that's another free spot for Sergio. I think he's got a couple of free spots.
He does, and he started in I think 7th or 8th place. He's climbed his way up into 4th place now. And to be honest with you, how much time do we have left here? We got about 9 minutes.
Just under 10 minutes to go.
He's got a 6-second gap, and it is kind of slowly starting to come down to 3rd place. So, if all goes well for Sergio, everything works in his favor, he might be able to at least race for a podium here. We'll just have to see how well Jacobs ahead of him can keep it on the track and keep his pace.
Great racing so far. When the field started to spread out, I was a little worried. We turned it into a procession, a little bit of Monaco. But it's really the drivers have turned up the heat. People chasing, we have people evading, and it's been an exciting racingcockpits.com Pacific Cup so far. And I can't wait for the rest of the season. I almost wish it was twice the length. It's going to be 6 races, 6 weeks, and so far, if this is a sign of things, we've got a good season ahead of us.
Absolutely, and so we're taking a look here at Shobi again, and it looks like we've got a battle for 7th place. With Mr. Shobi and yours truly, Lewis Holloway has climbed to 8th place now. Jesse, the last time we saw him, he was just getting into 10th place. So he's made 2 more spots, and now he's knocking on the door behind Austin Shobi here, looking for 6th place or 7th place.
Well, also, Poisson did not get too put out by that damage. He used the fast repair. He didn't take tires. He didn't take fuel. And he's managed to hold on to P6. But he's got Shobi and then he's got Lewis Holloway behind them.
And Holloway is breathing down Shobi's neck. We've got a gap that's about half a second now. No room for errors for Shobi. He's going to need it with the drive that Lewis has had this race. Shobi's really got to keep it all on the track here.
Lewis is in the Mustang. He's riding that stallion, taking his horse down to Old Town Road, maybe taking that horse up to P6.
Where's he at? He's back there. Okay, the gap has grown a little bit. I'm not sure maybe if he caught some grass somewhere back there or what, but the gap between Shobi and Jonathan is also within a second and a half. So if fate has it, we might see a 3-way battle here for 6th place, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So we'll just have to watch that, keep an eye on it, and see how that goes.
Now, we just saw from Poisson that anything can happen.
Yep.
And
that was a comfortable 3rd place.
It was.
And I mean, you can just tell that looking at the standings. He was in 3rd place. He went off track. He was definitely in the grass. Definitely had to kind of regain control of the car a little bit. And he's still in 6th. So that just goes to show kind of how big the gap was for this guy in 3rd place between him and 4th and 5th. So right now the closest battle is still going to be for 6th place behind Mr. Jonathan. We've got Austin Shoby about a second behind him, and Lewis Holloway's knocking on the door 2 seconds back behind Shoby.
Now, we already saw that anything can happen, so there's still a chance that the podium might not be set, but they're turning out good lap times there. Those gaps are growing for some of them, staying as is for others. So it looks like we could be seeing what our podium's going to be set to, but you never know. As the sun sets, as the track cools, it's going to be harder to see. It's going to be harder to control the cars. You're going to have a harder time finding your braking points, your apexes, and your exits. But, man, got to give it up to Shea McNeely in the number 4. Gone out there and just put on a masterclass of taming.
This is a 13-second gap.
International.
13-second gap.
Great way to kick off the RacingCockpits.com Pacific Cup. It'll be interesting to see if maybe, he's done a lot of practice here. This is a one-off. He's got, the skills to pay the bills. We'll find out next week in Sonoma. He is our highest rated driver, right? Is he the 4,000, the 4K?
He is our highest rated driver.
The 4K
showing right now.
So not a surprise. Seeing what his I rating is, but you never know. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Another good-looking livery out there. We got a good mix of liveries out.
Oh yeah, we do. What do you think your favorite livery is so far?
I won't pick my own.
Okay.
Obviously, that's
right.
Not fair.
We do have several Camber and Castro cars. We have a couple at least.
Let's roll. Let's roll through the field. Let's take a look.
We got McNeely in the what we'll assume will be a trademark livery throughout this series. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of that. This is going to be Mr. Hobby Sierra. What do we got going on? This yellow and black Mustang livery here.
Nice. Yeah, Hobby Sierra was running our livery in the Foxteca series. Also red, black and yellow. That's his color.
It reminds me of like a Pennzoil livery. Doesn't that look like a Pennzoil car almost? Looks really good.
Cool. He's got his JSR logo. I think his JSR logo on there.
We got Taylor Jacobs in 3rd place.
That was a cool one. I
Porsche.
caught a glimpse of that one. He's got some, what does it say on the side there? He's got some graffiti style lettering there. It looks like it's a dark blue or a black and some light blue accents. Another cool looking one. Looks pretty handmade.
And then Mr. Sergio here is in the WTCC NSX as we've seen a couple times. Very simple, very clean.
Gray and black.
Yep.
Matches his GR86.
Big fan of that.
There.
Got a standout livery with Miss Reese here. And nice bright purple.
It's
white
the She-Ra
pink.
car. She got She-Ra all up on the side there. Being a superhero. Amethyst out there representing the women sim racers. Good job, Amethyst. She's holding up. Where's she at? She's holding up.
She's in 5th place right now.
5. Not bad.
Yep.
Not bad.
We got Jonathan here, who is in the black and blue. What is that? Is that an Audi?
That is an Audi. This was a last-minute livery I did.
I like that livery.
Did that one? That was.
Hey, that's a good-looking livery. Camber and Castro on the side of the car.
We'll dial that one in. I like that color combo. We'll work on that one if he decides to keep the R8.
And then we have
Austin Shoby in the all-white, the Ghost.
I like it.
The Ghost.
Who needs stickers, man?
Hey, sometimes simple is better.
And then for us, at least, we have the all too familiar black and chrome Camber and Castro livery. That's kind of a newer livery, isn't it? How long have we had that livery around?
Yeah, well, that was when we were testing for the Spa 24. We were looking at running the Mustang, and so I took some of what we run before with some chrome. I did a little bit darker of a chrome. I did the shatter, so we've got our signature magenta and gold in the shatter on a black. Had fun with that one, playing around with some of the spec mapping. Good looking car there.
Looks really good. We're going to be on board with Mr. West here. Let's see what he's got.
Running the Beamer. I know he makes his own liveries too. He's got, looks like it's a white.
Oh, that's
black.
a pretty cool.
That one's cool. Yeah.
With the racing stripes going down the middle.
He's got some geometric patterns there on the side. Good job, Nathan.
We'll take a look at Nathan here. Ron Dott, not Nathan West. Nathan West in 9th, Ron Dott in 10th. And I think Ron Dott, has he gained positions, actually?
He is.
He was in the back of the pack, I think.
He was for a while. He's made up some spaces. So good job, Nathan, man. Keeping in there, keeping his head down, keeping it going. He's got some good liveries. He does. I know he's a big metalhead. He's got some cool sort of darker vibes to him. I can always vibe with that. Another good looking one. It's got red and looks like some sort of kind of like broken up rocks, maybe some camo or something there. Nice livery there.
You know, I do appreciate a good classic racing livery with bold shapes, circles, the racing stripes, but I also like when you almost get like the graphic T livery, when there's a little intricacy, there's the cool designs like on the side of his car.
And that's what I lean towards. I mean, my background in design, so I'll throw out some big, bold graphics in there. It's a little different, not your traditional racing graphics, but of course we've got Adrian Gutierrez here running some classic liveries in the Meant to Be Driven car. Love that business he started, Meant to Be Driven. He does a Cars and Coffee out here in San Diego once a month, and his whole vibe is just that. It's meant to be driven. You know, we don't buy these cars to let them sit around. I mean, I get it. You invest in these things. Go drive it. Go drive it. What was it Jerry Seinfeld said? You don't want to be the guy in heaven with the lowest mileage on his
right.
Porsche.
It's meant to be driven.
It is meant to be driven.
I like that motto.
Yeah.
That will forever be my motto.
You're just keeping it nice for someone else if you're not putting the miles on it. There's another saying about that, but we're going to keep it PG today.
Yeah, let's keep it PG tonight.
We'll save that one for Nocturnal Combustion.
So we have, I do believe that's going to be lap traffic as we see that familiar blue and white Audi that we were just talking about. Of Mr. Jonathan, I do believe. But the car we're taking a look at now is going to be Ryan Lindsay and the red Ray-Ban Ferrari. Livery, right? That livery is...
Well, I know
Ray-Ban
runs is on the Ferraris for Formula One, so I think they're also on the AF Corsa Ferraris that run GT3.
I think that's where I've seen it. And then we've got Mr. Talga, who we lost early on in the race, and then Mr. Mogstad, who it seems we have also lost about 10 laps ago.
Either one down.
Back to the pack, we've got Mr. Victor de Guzman, and what is he riding in? Is this a Mercedes? A Mercedes in the back of the pack.
He is in the lone AMG, one of my favorite cars of all time.
Wow, I actually really like that livery, and I like the bold wheels. I like the accents.
White with the red and bright yellow. Yeah, I think it's sick, man. Good job. Running the Big Heads Motorsports logo. That's his brand there, Big Heads.
We are on the final lap, and folks,
last lap of the race. They did it. They all survived.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of moves, a lot of battling, and I think this is where we're gonna leave it off. Shea McNeely with the 16 moving on to 17-second lead, and then we're gonna have Javier Sierra followed by Taylor Jacobs. We had a little bit of a shout out for Taylor Jacobs in our
that was our Twitch chat.
Yes, we got a Taylor Jacobs fan out there. Good job, everybody. Congrats to Shea McNeely, our first winner of the season for the RacingCockpits.com Pacific Cup by Camber and Castor. I haven't mentioned us enough. We are Camber and Castor. We are in San Diego, California, specifically Oceanside. We go beyond the sim racing arcade. We've got sims, we've got a driver's lounge, we have a theater, we do watch parties, we teach you how to drive, we teach you how to race, we teach you how to be a performance person. And then we also do some on-track stuff as well. We've got a 1982 Mazda RX-7 that we race, and it's a good time building community, building the brand. We are your place for motorsports. We are built to lap. We are Camber and Castor. Great job to all of our drivers out there. Lot of great battles.
Yep.
Thank you to our title sponsor, RacingCockpits.com. If you need any of your sim racing gear, go to RacingCockpits.com. Hit them up. They've got the best in the business. And man, good one.
It's going to be an exciting series. I like this. I like that it was very clean for the first race of the series. These guys.
Everything seemed to work. This was my big fear, was that the broadcast wasn't going to work. We had a little bit of an issue with YouTube at the beginning, so I hope we didn't lose anybody. I hope they came back and checked in on us. But other than that, pretty flawless. I think we aced that. If you liked our commentary here and you want to hear our commentary unfiltered, go check out our podcast, Nocturnal Combustion. That is, right now we're airing them every Thursday. We're going to try and bump it up to Tuesday, but we got busy schedules. We're going to try and keep up a bit better. I got some pretty exciting interviews. I've confirmed next Wednesday we're going to do our Interstellar interview is coming up. Keep an ear out for that one. In the meantime, go to racingcockpits.com. Go to camberxcaster.com. You can follow Racing Cockpits on Instagram at Racing Cockpits. You can follow us at Camber and Caster. And if you're watching on Twitch, it's /Camber and Caster. If you're watching, and you should go follow our YouTube, youtube.com/CamberXcaster. If you're watching on YouTube, we're on Twitch. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. And I think that's it for the race. I think now it is time to hop into, let's see if we can get our drivers into the interview. We'll see if we can make this happen. We've got to get into Discord and get our top 3 podium drivers. So we good there?
We can make that work.
We can make it work.
Yep.
Let's get it going. Let's see if we can get those guys.
All right. Let's do
no cams this time.
Okay, no cams.
So we should have we should have our in the Pacific Cup the podium interviews, and then just type into there everyone's podium interviews.
Type.
I've got
yeah.
it. All right, and we've got Darkness in Portland.
We do.
All right, we got Shay McNeely in there. Do we have? We don't have. Let me see. Bear with us. No, that should be going there. We should do that. But is it connected to? Is it connected here?
It should be. Hey, Shay, if you can hear us, if you wouldn't mind, unmute and give us a quick sound check. Nope. All right, just give us 1 second, guys.
Jonathan, dude, like, I went back and watched the replay. That's
Well, we got it there, but we can't.
Yeah, well, where's
It should be going to this thing.
I'll need to jump back and take a look. I heard crew chief told me something happened, but I need to go back and look at it.
Windows default.
Ferrari was a lapper.
Damn.
There we go. Hello, can you guys hear us now?
unmuted us?
That's tough.
Oh, honest. It's
All right,
unfortunate.
can you guys
but
hear
it's
us now? I
kinda
think we got you here. Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We still don't have them. Oh my god.
I can hear you.
I'm gonna try and
I think they're having some
do one
audio
thing
troubles.
real quick. I'm gonna switch this to the real tech. So let's do that.
Do you want me to go to the real tech?
Yeah.
Undeafening?
Yeah. And go to setting. Yeah. Hello, can you guys hear us?
Yep, we can hear you.
Still not
Yep.
working. Let me see. Sorry guys, bear with us.
That's so tough.
Check. Not getting it. Check. Yeah, what the fuck is going on with this thing? I knew there was some sort of problem.
We made it this far.
Oh my god.
Check.
I don't know if he had packet loss or what,
I don't
but
know
he
if that
like
worked.
bugged out
I don't think
like
it
2 or 3 times, and then
Yeah, we still can't. I'm sorry, we
eventually
still can't
cut
hear you
out
guys. We got a
completely.
lot of things plugged in. congrats to Shay. Congrats to Taylor. Looks like Javier couldn't join us. Man, Shay, you really killed it out there. You really pulled out a lead. I will hop in a second. I'll switch over to the to our sim and chat with you guys. Hopefully we can get something going there. But give us 1 second. We'll go ahead and stop the stream, and then I'll hop back in with you guys. And that is it for our broadcast. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the interviews in. We almost had everything.
But yeah, anyway,
something.
He like completely lagged out and
We
then
got
like
room to grow. So we got
reconnected,
room
and then he
for-
was in the middle of the
for
field between
improvement.
5 and.
Thanks again for all our
2 and
viewers
3.
out there.
That's
tuning
just
in
so
to
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that sounds
He
right.
Reel to see
He
how
rolls
actually
through
couldn't
at
get
that
to you
exact moment.
here
It's just-
at
I- Yeah, because I saw him go off and then he blipped away, and I was like, well, that's not good. And then I just heard there's an incident in, whatever turn.
Sonoma edition.
Yeah, my crew chief, I thought it was a
of the Pacific
lapper, and then
Cup
I
Series.
look
In the
up and I
meantime,
see
go
it
follow us, like
was
us,
him,
do
and I
all
was
that
just like,
good
dude,
stuff.
that's
Show your
just-
support.
I don't know.
as
I don't
you
ever
know,
like
if you've followed
gaining
us before,
spots
when
because
you're
of
heading
stuff
out on
like
track
that,
and
you
you're
know
gonna
what I
have
mean?
cold
So-
tires
Yeah,
and
no,
cold
I get
brakes,
it.
you
It's
gotta warm it up.
it.
See ya.
It looks like it's